Hi, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make these Five Nights at Freddy's party games. Let's start off with the simplest thing that I did. I drew this balloon boy, and I'm going to use it as like pin the balloon, you know. Basically, all I did was I just got this poster board and I just drew him on there, and I'm going to get some construction paper and cut out to make balloons. So this is really simple. All I did was draw it and colored it in, and I'm going to get the construction paper to make the balloons, and that's basically it. Okay, let's move on to this. I made this as like kind of like a skee ball game, and I just used cardboard, like a cardboard box, and made this. I got this tape because I know like in a lot of the decor and stuff on the game it's checkered like this, so that's why there's a lot that's kind of like a theme throughout all this. Just got like these little balls, they're really lightweight, and I used tickets and these little coins, like tokens or whatever. I used those just as decoration since it's like a game. You get tickets and tokens and all that stuff. So I just used that and kind of put it around. And then the slots are actually duct tape rolls. So I just painted them and then I glued them on there. I thought that would be perfect for this because these balls fit right in there perfectly. And I just painted the points and stuff on there and just made it look like a skee ball thing. This right here is actually a printed picture I just put on there, and I took an extra piece of cardboard and put it back there. I drew the checker on this part right here, but basically this is a cardboard box and tape rolls, and that's basically it. Besides, you know, like the balls and all the decorations and stuff. But other than that, to make this, it was super easy. And this was the first thing that I made. And this is for a beanbag toss. You just toss the beanbags through his mouth. You could also make something like this for a photo prop, everything. Like, there's so many options on what you can do with this kind of stuff. I just wanted to do the game, so I just use this as like a beanbag toss. But this is also made out of a cardboard box. I just cut the cardboard. I had a big cardboard box. I just cut each of the individual pieces and painted them individually. And I used an X-Acto knife to cut all this stuff out. And I painted them individually, and then I just glued them together with hot glue, and then I taped it too, just, you know, to be extra secure. And I got these dowels that I put on the back of it to kind of stick it down into the ground, so it would be more secure and easier to do it. I mean, you could prop it up against something, but like trying to throw bean bags through here, if it's propped up against something, it might be kind of hard to get it through there, you know? So I just went ahead and just put the dowels. And not only that, like it gives you an option to stick it down in the ground, but it also adds a little bit more structure and security to it too. But like I said, I just cut this out of a cardboard box, and then I just painted it and then glued it and taped it all together. And he isn't very hard to draw. I think that it would be easy for just about anybody to at least do it to where you know who he is. I don't think any of these characters are particularly hard to draw except for maybe the fox. He seems like he would be the hardest one. But as far as like Freddy and the balloon boy, which were the two that I drew, neither one of them were very hard. And I kind of tried to come up with stuff that wouldn't be too hard on myself. So those two I chose to kind of, you know, try to make it like actually me making it and not just a printed out picture. And while we're talking about the fox, let's go ahead and move on to that one. I tried to incorporate like most of the characters in this. I don't have like Chica on anything. I kind of ran out of things to do and I didn't really know what to do for her. So I have basically something for everybody else, kind of. This one in particular is Foxy. So I basically just got a display board and I painted this, like the checkered mark. I just painted it, I just held something, drew the lines, painted the checkered mark. And then I just painted this part orange. And then I cut these out of construction paper because I thought it would be easier for me to do it that way instead of having to actually paint on there and try to make it all look like the same size and all cohesive. So I just took construction paper and folded it and then cut them all to the same size and then cut the letters out from there. And then I just put the printout of Foxy right there because I didn't want to draw him. I did not want to draw him. So I just cut that out. And then these came from Party City. They're just the pirate hooks, you know, for costumes, stuff like that. Oh, and then this is construction paper also. I just cut it out and then put it down there to just make it a little bit like extra creepy. And then I also made the rings too, and how I made these was I took two pipe cleaners and I twisted them together, and then I took aluminum foil and put it all around here, and then I took party streamer and then wrapped it. I've made these before, and instead of party streamer last time I used electrical tape. I might actually recommend using the electrical tape instead of the streamer because I think it would hold up better, but I don't have any electrical tape right now, so I just used what I had. So, I mean, you can use the streamer. I'd recommend the electrical tape though. And I also use dowels to secure this too. You know, like with the display boards, it folds like right here and right here, so I had to use dowels on the back of it to kind of secure it. I just glued those on there so it wouldn't fold, and I just have three going to like one row of dowels and then another row and then another row, so basically 3 rows. And then on the bottom here I just have one going across and then some sticking out, basically to weigh it down. So, I mean, super easy. And there are tons of ways that you can do this to where you wouldn't even have to really have that stuff back there besides the dowels, because you probably would have to have them like to secure it from folding. But if you didn't use a display board, then you probably wouldn't have to. You could even like attach this to a wall or do just however it works for you. I just did it this way because I thought it would just be easier for me. So. Then last but not least, I made this. Since it's like a pizza place, I decided I wanted to go ahead and make this a giant pizza. And this is a polka prize right here. So I basically took the display board and I painted the pizza on there. And you can add whatever you want. I decided to do pepperoni, and these are actually the prizes right here. It's a little cup, and I used red tissue paper and then little rubber bands to secure it, but I just put the prizes down in those and put the tissue paper over it and then just did the rubber band. Super simple, easy, fast, all that. But I decided to go ahead and use the tokens and the tickets to kind of decorate this too, to go with the ski ball. So I tried to make everything as cohesive as I could. I don't know very much about this. I had to kind of ask my son, so I'm going off of his information mostly. But I decided to do this because I thought that it would be really cool to even like do like a pizza box type look at the top here to kind of make it make more sense. But I just took the tickets around all of this, and basically this wasn't very difficult either. Like, all this stuff looks way harder to do than what it actually is. So This took a while to do, but it wasn't that hard. I think that anybody would be able to do. You just paint a pizza, and even if you didn't want to use so many of the pepperonis, you could paint like other toppings on there, get different colored tissue paper, make the other toppings, you know, just make it however you want. I just went with the pepperonis, so I think that this is a good alternative to a piñata because kids can still destroy something. Because I know, like, I think the appeal of the piñata isn't as much the candy as it is that kids get to destroy it. So they still get to like poke these out and kind of like, you know, mess up something. But it's not as much of a hassle as piñatas are sometimes. Like if you try to find somewhere to hang it or anything like that, or if you have little ones that you're scared is going to run in front of the other kids. We've had those issues before, so great alternative. But these are just some ideas that I wanted to do. I got some of these ideas off of Pinterest and I just kind of made it my own in ways. I just put my own spin on it. Pinterest is a good place to find things like this to do. I find an idea and then I kind of put my own creativity with it. Just makes it more fun for me to do that way. And also, let me know in the comments if you guys would actually like to watch me do some of this stuff. Some of it I don't think that I would be able to really show that great of how to do it, but I could definitely try. So let me know if it's more helpful maybe trying it that way, or if it's more helpful of me just kind of explaining what I do so you guys don't have to watch all the tedious parts. You know what I mean? Like watch me sit there and glue 1,000 things on, you know what I'm just kind of going with it. I don't really know what I'm doing. So so just give me your opinions, and I hope you found this helpful. Like I said before, I do make the majority of stuff for birthday parties. So this is just something that I like, and if you're at a loss on what to do, because I know that you can't really find Five Nights at Freddy's stuff in the stores right now. At least I couldn't, and my friend couldn't either. So I just came up with this stuff to do, and it's kind of like games plus decorations when you do stuff like this. Basically 2 birds with 1 stone on that front. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope you found this video helpful in some way. This is just, remember, this is just what I did. You can put your own spin on any of this stuff, even do like different characters, whatever. I encourage everyone to use their own creativity. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Bye!